Greetings and welcome to Infinite Muse with Sidnitra Christine Bates. Today is January the 2nd, 2022. My gosh, welcome to the new year. It is so wonderful. And I am excited because I see where this particular piece of my channel will focus. And so every day I am going to choose a creative category to speak to. I may stay there for a couple of days, but like I said, I am here to inspire you, to encourage you in whatever creative field that you have been given and offered, and just joyously and beautifully been destined to express yourself in the world. We know that sometimes we can find ourselves in other arenas, working in other capacities, which is perfectly fine. But if you know deep within you that you have been put here to express yourself and to express God and the Creator in a way that is tangible, in a way that people can see it. And I believe that we do that in our own unique ways. And of course, each one of these is some kind of way has touched my life. I am an artist. I am an author. I am an artisan. I am a chef. I am a candle maker. I am an entrepreneur. I am so many of these others that I will be speaking to. Not that I know a whole lot about any of them. That's for you to discover. That's for you to research. That is for you to execute from your being. So I mentioned being an author. I am a poet as well. I write different creative works. My love is poetry. I started writing haiku when I was in the eighth grade, and I've loved it ever since. I write free verse. Some of the other styles, I'm not really into styles. I write what I hear from spirit. I write from a perspective that my last 50, almost 51 years has given me. I have a unique vantage point, I believe, as we all do. And so I write about it. My newest book is looking for a copy. I'll show it to you later. Journey in the Mosaic. In 2018, between 2018 and 2019, I was going through many challenges in my life, which turned out to be such a huge blessing because it catapulted me into this new space that I'm in now, in my soul, in my consciousness. And so I encourage you, like wherever you find yourself, just know that it is your soul ushering you into a new space. Either it's saying, hey, pay attention to what's happening right here, right now, or hey, we can now move to another level. And that's what was happening with me during this time. And so I was blessed to be able to speak to a group of young people. Oh my God, I love young people, youth, children, young adults. They are the best because they are still moldable and teachable, and they listen despite what we may think. If you are saying something that relates to them, they will listen. And I remember, and I don't know if I was given this assignment or it was kind of like on the spot. And usually I'm kind of asked to do things on the spot. And I rely on spirit to read the audience and then say through me what's needed. And turns out that this group of young people, these beautiful young souls, had already experienced some challenges and some experiences that they needed to hear from me regarding my own, so that they kind of have a framework to proceed. And so during that time, I talked about the shard of our lives. And I always talk about me. I don't approach any kind of speaking opportunity that says you got to do this and you must do this. I don't do that. I tell you about my experience and pray that you are able to glean from that experience. And so with them, I talked about, not even realizing when you break a glass, if you've ever broken a glass and it's a clear glass, some of the larger pieces you're able to gather and take up and clean up before someone can hurt themselves. However, there are very fine pieces that you can't even see, that is, cannot see with the naked eye. And it's those pieces that really cause a lot of damage, because with one swipe of your hand, you've cut yourself or someone has cut themselves on the shard that was left behind of the broken glass. And so I talked about having, those pieces and being able to pull those pieces together. And just metaphorically, just pulling the pieces together of our lives. And while some of them are stained, what we understand about a mosaic is that it's colored glass, a broken glass, put together to make a picture, a beautiful picture. And it was in that moment that my journey in the mosaic was created. And so I believe very deeply that God is the master artist and takes the pieces of our lives, holds them very, very dear, and with permission from us, helps us to create another narrative, another picture, with the help of others, with the help of our family, with the help of friends, with the help of spiritual leaders and teachers, with the help of counselors and therapists, with the help of doctors, and just a myriad of people that your soul will draw to you to help you make sense. And as I have recently began saying, will help you make peace with those pieces. And so the book Journey in the Mosaic has been in the works for quite some time. And just last July, August, I went ahead and published it. So I'm very grateful for that. So to every author out there, to every poet, the world needs to hear what you have to say. Don't be bothered by what you think others may think. the words that come from your soul, the words that come from your experience, the words that come from your spirit, the words that come from your soul, the words that come from you are valid. They're beautiful, however you display it. And putting in together in a collection. Some people put them in anthologies. I gather mine together and put them in a book. And there is a story usually that is told from each of my books. And I encourage you to self-publish. You know, a lot of times I think we wait because we don't have an agent or we don't have, all of the publishing knowledge. And I'm not saying step out there before you're ready. But I think some of you out there know that you've been ready for some time. And so do your research. There are many self publication, self publishing houses out there on the internet. I am moving from the one I've used for Journey to another one that will suit my needs a little more appropriately. But then now, with you have total creative control over your life if this is something that you desire to do. And I believe it's just time. This is the year to get yours. This is it. Like, when else are you going to do it? If you write, put it in a book. And if you are a poet, I don't care what the market says. When you write a poetry book, say you have 20, 25 pieces in that book, you've not only written one book, you've written 20 to 25 books, because poetry books travel. And when the Holy Spirit gave me that, I was so blessed, because poetry, each poem is its own entity. And it has the ability to duplicate itself in the earth over and over and over again. So do not be afraid to pull together and self publish your poetry book. We're waiting. We are waiting. So today's Infinite Muse is dedicated to all my authors out there, all my creative writers, all my poets. I am your sister in creativity. And I bless you and I honor you. And when you publish it, reach out to me. I love promoting other writers. I love promoting other creatives. Reach out to me. My email address is shalomcreativeboutique@gmail.com, and I will help you promote it. I absolutely will. Hey, listen, it is our time to end for today, but I am so grateful, so excited, absolutely thrilled to be here with you. I am your infinite muse, Sidnitra Christine Bates. Blessings.